Hey, what's up guys? This is Dedric and Krystal Polite with Be Polite Properties, and we are live in North Carolina with our good friends Byron and Sharneice from Mobile Home Elite Investors. They actually flew in town from Chicago, and we're actually on site at a mobile home park doing some due diligence on a park that we are looking at buying together. We actually met Byron and Sharneice about 1.5 years ago on our trip to Chicago. We met them at a networking event, really connected. They're fellow co-preneurs, got similar goals. And we kept in touch, and over the past year or so, and we've always talked about maybe buying some mobile home parks together, and here we are today. They flew in from Chicago, and we're going to be looking at several parks today, but this one in particular is one we're going to be taking down. So
looking forward to it. Man, it's amazing to be out here in North Carolina. Listen, I mean, just following the Polites, just seeing their journey and look where we are now. It's not only a blessing, but it just continue watching. We're going to do some special things together.
We've been trying to take down a couple mobile home parks for a while now, and I want to help people understand when it's not your lane or when you're not an expert in that area, then you bring in someone who is. Don't be afraid to collaborate with individuals. We don't see them as competition, they are partners. So don't be afraid to bring in a partner that is an expert, and y'all collaborate, make this money together. It is enough out there for all of us, so that's what we did.
So yeah, prior to coming here to the park, we were in the office and we were actually doing due diligence. So we were actually on the computer going through our SWOT analysis. So what is a SWOT analysis? It's strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. That's what huge corporations do when they're looking at new business lines and new business models. This is no different. This park is $1 million plus asset. We're not buying it for $1 million, we're buying it for a lot less than that, but we're gonna turn it into $1 million plus asset. So we sat down, did some analysis, went through some numbers, and the numbers look really good.
We filming, my man. No, you gotta leave, this is my girl, you gotta leave her alone.
No, don't run.
Yuri.
Don't move, don't move.
Dog.
Don't move. You act scared. See, he likes jumping.
So one thing I noticed about these houses, the hitches are still on, right? And the hitch, if you wanna know what a hitch is, y'all, this is the hitch, right? Right here, I don't wanna go too far on that property. And for us, for value, we truly want to remove all of these. Yeah. Because basically, when you're seeing these, they look movable. And if all fails, like some of them are older, so you're gonna have to probably just get them just like sawed off. Okay. Sawed off, skirting to replace that. Another thing I looked at is just the condition of the skirt, right? If you look at this house over here, how their skirting is, this is how we want uniform, we want all houses.
That's something we can get at Home Depot, Lowe's.
Exactly.
Yeah.
For very cheap.
Oh yeah.
Material
vinyl,
costs.
some vinyl skirting.
Uh-oh, they go to little gang.
Oh, yeah, little
Chihuahua gang.
How you doing? Good, good. A few power washes. The good thing about it, these are actually not in bad condition.
It's just a little bit of cosmetic. That porch don't even look that bad.
What am I looking at there?
We gotta take our minds out of it, right? You gotta put it into the mind of what you think your buyer will like.
So pretty much, yeah, like you definitely want railings here, right? You want railings here just in case, God forbid, somebody falls, slips on the land. Now we kind of got that liability right there. So it looks like they have their own meters already.
Electric
meters. But yeah, again, we come in with the smart meters and just put more responsibility on the tenant and create some tenant buyers as well. So now they have that ownership piece. Even things like this, if we can get that kind of covered up.
That's what I was gonna say too. Get some gravel there.
You can put mulch. You can put mulch in front of some of these houses to kind of give it like a little.
Mulch, I like it.
Yeah.
Nothing
really
crazy. So definitely one thing we noticed, and I love the fact that Krystal had pointed it out, is you see a lot of things outside, right? And the one thing you want to do is come in and just really enforce the fact that, hey, listen, we take pride on cleanliness. And so, things as such as getting things removed from their property to just open it up. That's very important. Like even a curb appeal, just putting some down. We could put down just in front of just a square, just like those wood. I forgot what they call, but just barriers. Put some mulch down in there. Right. It'll just give it way more curb appeal. And I think it's for the tenants. they'll start to take more pride as well if they see us investing.
So I saw a little flower box, little mulch,
box
with
flower
mulch in it if
Yep.
they want to plant flowers there.
Yeah.
And then one more thing, this is what you do is you create a beautification award. Each month, whoever has the best lot or things like that, you know, now it's gift card, Amazon,
Walmart.
exactly, Walmart,
$100
gas
Walmart or
card,
something.
switch it up, you know, each time, and then we have incentives. So now, you know, you create the competition in the park.
Whoa, whoa. Watch it, watch it. All up on your shoe. Good thing I still told him.
His foot, though.
And,
He said, I'm gonna get on TV, whether you like it or not.
and then also, like, you know, just even enforcing different pet rules. I seen one house, they had about 3 dogs, a few cats. You gotta minimize that,
You
right?
gotta minimize that, yeah.
You know, just the smaller tweaks that will really help us add value to this, and we want to have, you know, have the tenants to take pride in the park as well.
When a new owner takes over, it's the perfect opportunity to come in with all new rules and regulations. So new policies and procedures. So everything's got to change, right? It's not going to change overnight. The rules are going to change overnight, and then that behavior has to change, or, you know, they got to vacate.
I think also once you come in, no different than when we are doing multifamilies or any of our houses, when we come in and we start to show them that we care about the neighborhood and we start to beautify it, then they'll understand and invest money in it. Then they start to understand why all the new rules and regulations and things. So then they tend to hop a little bit more on board.
Yeah, these are not slumlords. These are people who really want us to live in a nice place. So we're going to take more pride of ownership in it too.
The value add to this is not a lot, but I think just the tweaks, you know, when you talk about what Dedric,
small tweaks can make huge differences.
Huge differences. And this makes it more desirable for a larger player to come in and say, okay, I looked at this, but I didn't consider, but I see what they did from it. Let's cut y'all the check.
You know what I love about a park like this, though? So these are the parks that our students tell us they'll walk through a park and be like, oh, no, I don't know about that park. Because they don't see, like,
see the vision.
Yeah, they don't see the
right?
vision.
It looks ugly,
yeah,
right?
It looks ugly, right?
But there's gold in them hills.
Right.
There's gold in them there hills. Like, what made the light bulb go off to make you get excited about mobile homes?
So one, it was the affordable housing. So before the whole entrepreneur journey, I was a social worker. So I worked with individuals in affordable housing. So I had already been in some houses. Like, I've been in some houses. So, you know, jumping into the mobile home sector. And then for Byron and our situation, we didn't have the capital at the time. Our credit wasn't that good to even think about investing in traditional real estate. So mobile homes was kind of that opportunity for us to go ahead and start investing.
To fast forward, once we dove into it, the first house we sold, the family cried on our shoulders.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what kind of changed us to, like, this is where we belong. Because at first we wanted to go to mobile homes and graduate traditional real estate and, you know, single family homes. But then it was like that moment was like, yo, this is special. And that started happening again and again, right? It was more cries. It was
so
more.
y'all were buying it cash and flipping them, or buying? What strategy were you using?
So we were doing, but we always listed as both. We'll always, and you know, we'll be surprised when we'll get cash buyers because we're like, yo, we think more people want payments, but we'll get more cash buyers. But everybody was just saying, everybody who bought from us, their situation was like, they was either coming from a slumlord or they was coming from, you know, just something bad, and it was just like, you know, they was just like, yo, you made our situation much better. We appreciate it. And it was just like, you know, we understood that, like, to some, this may be a, you know, a sore thumb, and it was like, nah, this is a roof over somebody's head at the end of the day. And that's what really, so it was like, you know what, we're gonna stick in this affordable housing sector and, you know, do our part in here.
They saw acres of diamond, right? Diamonds. People see land like this and they see it as trash, but this is really acres of diamond underneath your feet if you know what you're looking for.
And I like the human aspect of it. So for me, that's why I do everything that I do. Is for the human element and really being able to help others. And then my husband brings the financial aspect to it.
I like helping people too.
No, you do, he do.
See, she would give away everything if she could. She would
so
just
he
give
brings
everything
the
away.
clarity to it.
And I said, well, we need a place to live too.
That's this one right here, okay? See, we the total opposite over here. That's this one right here. He'll get his shirt off his back. Okay?
And then he brings that clarity to me, like, listen, you know, I know you want to do this, but let's figure out a way that you can do it without us trading places with them.
Right.
So,
I love giving too.
Right.
so that makes me pause, because I won't pause if it comes to me being able to help people and give to people. That's just my nature. So it's great that you guys have that same balance. That's literally one of the reasons why they got into it. So I absolutely love that. So this is where we're at right now.
Okay. At the beginning.
And all of this land is right here.
Okay,
Can we put homes there is the question.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't see any, like, so I don't see any gas.
It's like
But
over
I
here.
would
like,
want to clear out all of this.
yeah, knock down these trees,
Like-
clear it.
That's what I'm saying. Now we can knock it down. Now
And
we
then
could
just
put some
hold-
homes right there.
Yeah.
I would do some newer homes just for
Common.
purpose.
This is a nice common area. If they want to
Come in,
barbecue,
yeah.
you could put like a grill or something like that over here. But just allowing them to have a fun place.
That's a good, like a community.
Yeah,
a
community is-
community center.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I want children really love where they grew up and have a place where they can really enjoy themselves, no different than a lot of us who grew up with playgrounds around us and things of that nature, because it brings a sense of community and actually family to the area. And it really, to me, it does something for a child's psyche.
Yeah, I think we want to change the paradigm, so we don't want the kid when they're 30 to say, I grew up in a mobile home park, it was trailer trash, it was slumlord. We want to be like, listen, I grew up in a mobile home park, but this was the freshest mobile home park. They had lounge chairs, they had a barbecue area, they had a new park. Like, you wouldn't even think it's a mobile home park. That's the experience we want people to have.
You know, like on a regular home, just the numbers you can buy from
like
Home Depot.
address, yeah.
Take the hitches off, we'll put that, or you can put plates on there, but that way it can be more visible.
That looks nice, classy.
Yeah.
Real.
Even this, like this is a nice paint job for them.
And
It's an
again,
older
these
house.
fixtures are like $50, $200. Like,
Yeah.
$2,000 would beautify this whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
And make it look unified. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Everybody's so friendly. I love it.
See if we get a deal for like a cable.
Oh yeah, and offer that free Wi-Fi.
Free
That's just a good
high-speed Wi-Fi.
selling
Wi-Fi,
point.
yeah.
Yeah.
So in addition to what we do is definitely add some incentives at this park, right? Talked about a beautification award, just having the tenants take more pride. Where is this, not only your lawn, flowers, putting it on them to make sure the property is beautiful. Also, the incentives are providing, and if they do this, who knows, $50 a month, a gas card, we can get real creative. Amazon, you mentioned Walmart.
Target.
We give, and we create friendly competition within the community.
I was saying having like a community fun day where we can bring out bounce houses, slides, and things like this just in this area right here.
Planning that.
For kids, bringing vendors and
Clowns,
food trucks,
artists, face painting.
Right. It just gives them a sense of community versus I just live here.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, and one other thing we had talked about is offering free high-speed internet.
Yeah.
So think about that. That could cost us $1,000, but the value of giving everybody fast, high-speed internet is a huge value add.
Yeah, especially today, right? A lot of people, we don't know who has to work from home now, right?
Right.
But now we offer that, right? Now we are creating opportunity for them, right? Because they may say, hey, I can find an online job now. Now they can work from home, and all we're doing, we're securing them a safe place to live. We're securing them to make sure their payment is on time every month, and we're just adding value.
What are y'all impressions of the park? First impressions?
I mean, honestly, like I said, when we talked about the value adds, it's not huge, right? I didn't come in like, yo, nah, we don't need no parts of this. I definitely saw potential. I see what I like seeing is cars in front of almost every house, right? So that lets me know people are living here. The occupancy rate, and then a lot of stuff that we can create when we get this park is we can put a lot of this on the tenants to clean up. That's what it just needs. It needs a good cleaning.
That's it,
Yeah,
right there.
that's it. Just a deep cleaning. Yep, a deep cleaning.
It's going to be a brand new community.
So it's always very important to make sure you also know or you get to know your local politicians. For elected officials, your mayor, your county commissioners, your council, your city councilors. That's where stuff happens.
Why is that important?
Because that's where you get things done, is at the local level. They're the ones who are really making the decisions on what you're able to do in your own neighborhoods, even with your own land at times. So I tell people, make sure you get out, shake hands like they say. What they say? Shake hand and
Kiss
kiss
babies.
babies.
So relative to this, I mean, they may see this as an eyesore. They may see it, you know, it's all these low-income residents living here. They're using city services. We want to come in and do a complete turnaround. We want them to see this as a benefit. Hey, instead of us having to house these people in public housing, they're paying their own way in this mobile home park, and it's a beautiful place. So again, this is a complete turnaround project that will be good PR for the city and the county as well as us.
Yeah.
And then you do some of like what I heard Byron mention back in the office. You ask them, how can we, you know, what do you want to see happen
How can we add
in
value?
this neighborhood? How can we come in when we acquire it and add value? What are some of the headaches that you guys have had to take on in regards to this park over the past? Tap their resources as far as local grant money. A lot of states get money to beautification of neighborhoods. So you always want to tap them, and that's why it's so important to get to really know them. And sometimes you got to donate to their, you know, their campaigns. It is what it is. I have a friend of mine who bought a property, but they also are really, really close with one of the councilmen in one of their local neighborhoods. She established a relationship with. So what he did was all of the city's foreclosure properties, he was letting her know about first. And she was able to get into all these multifamilies due to just that one relationship. But every single family or multifamily, any foreclosure, he was referring to her and then gave her the money to fix them up.
The road that the mobile home park is on is a major main road headed into town. The city that this park is in, as well as the interstate. It's less than a mile from both of them. And there's an initiative going on in the city where there's about 50 million in infrastructure that they're putting into this road because it's a gateway to downtown. So again, that's just something, again, that's gonna add value to this park long-term is that infrastructure project. The reason I say that is when you're investing in real estate, look at what's going on in the city, look at what the 5-year plan is, a 10-year plan, and try to buy properties adjacent to that development.
And you can find all that information, yeah, Google or go to
Milwaukee,
your city hall.
Wisconsin, 5-year plan.
Yep.
Whatever your city, 10-year plan.
Yep.
Again, remember guys, your public servants, they actually work for you. Your taxes pay their salary.
Right.
So we have no problem going to the mayor and letting him know what our plans are and how we plan to enhance the community. Don't be intimidated just because someone has a title. They actually usually, if they're a good public official, they want to hear from you because they're there to serve you. They need to know what are your challenges, what are your problems, and how can their services help you.
Take their dog out of jail.
I would be annoyed at that barking all day. A lot of the largest and wealthiest people in the country, people don't know it, they're mobile home investors, right, Sharneice?
Yes, they are.
She's trying to avoid the dog. Companies like Blackstone, which is a $1 billion Wall Street hedge fund, they own hundreds of millions of dollars of mobile home parks.
They definitely see about the affordable housing, right? And it's the beautiful thing about mobile home parks. If you look at just during the pandemic, mobile home parks and storage facilities during the pandemic were all at 100% rent roll. They're large players because, I mean, if you look at the country, think about it, we always talk about the 1 or 2%, right? Yeah. So what do we know the remaining percent is? So when you look at that, that's a huge class, over 45,000 mobile home parks. You're talking about over 24 million people living inside of mobile homes.
24 million.
24 million, right, across the country. So there is a space that most people are not going into, right? And now we look at major players trying to get into this. But like you said, if you look up Sam Zell. Sam Zell's a major player. In the 70s, a lot of people turned their nose. He lost a lot of investors because he was in an apartment space. He switched over to mobile homes. Now Sam Zell, you're talking about their company, $14 billion.
Before COVID, there was a crisis of a lack of affordable housing. It's even gotten worse. So again, that makes this even a better investment because there's not many places in the country where you can pay $300, $400, $500 a month and have a roof over your head in America, except for mobile home parks.
Yes, as our little friend there.
They're gonna sit down right there.
He went right to Krystal too. He skipped over me.
Down here.
Watch out for the snake, Yuri.
Stop playing. But I just want to see what's back here. So there's a creek right here. So I don't think we could really build all the way back here.
No.
This is important, guys, because we're really buying land. This is not just a mobile home park. This is 8 acres of land. you know, when you buy this type of 8 acres, you got to get a surveyor out here. It's going to survey the boundaries of the land, let us know, you know, there's creeks back here, and let us know the topography, what we can build on, if we can build additional homes or not. So it's really important to know that stuff as well.
2 brothers in the hood, I mean, in the hood, not the
hood.
wood. From the hood, in the woods.
Right.
The good thing about it, I mean, where we at right now, like I said, this is not the sexy thing, right? Going in the woods, observing more, and, you know.
I actually love this part.
You do? Hey, yeah. I love it. See, this is new to me, but at the same time, just being adventurous. And I think that a lot of times we're comfortable, right? We're comfortable going to a house in a community that we know maybe a little bit, but this is totally different. Kanye West said something to me that really stuck out to me. He said, America is for sale. This is that part of America that's for sale that a lot of people are overlooking. And it's like they're not building any more land. So when you, like Dedric said, when we're talking about buying acreage, we're buying land. This will never be moved. We will always be able to have this, and we can always build upon land. And so this is the part that, you know, really excites me. And this is us stepping outside of our comfort zones. This is us tapping into new markets, new horizons, but open up opportunity for more people. You know, that really changed our mindset. And so, you got you?
I think he got me.
Still on you.
Why didn't you say so?
I did. I was
She's
like.
pointing, doing sign language. Look at this. I got a little bubble now. It's bubbling up.
Yeah.
Maybe to squeeze it out.
It's a little stinger.
Right.
This stinger may still be up in there.
Yeah, I can see
Squeeze
it.
it out.
No.
Let me squeeze it,
Y'all don't
Daddy.
want to see me cry out here now.
It sure is. Hold on. I didn't even got to squeeze it. Let
Really?
me just pick it out.
That's love
That's
right
love,
there.
right? Picking my bee stings out my arm.
That's love right there.
You got it?
Yep.
Oh, that's love. Love you, baby.
Look at that.
Wow.
All right, guys, thanks for joining us as we walked through and did the due diligence on this mobile home park that we're buying. We also appreciate Byron and Sharneice, Mobile Home Elite Investors, coming down here and walking this deal with us. We're gonna make some big stuff happen.
Man, thank you for even, you know, inviting us down here. Thank you for including us. And the beautiful thing about this, man, this is relationship, you know, collaboration over competition. So looking forward to this.
All right, guys, so remember this one thing. It
It
costs
costs
nothing to be polite.